Do you have extremely dry skin? During the winter, when it gets cold, does your skin shrivel up like SpongeBob without water? If you answered yes to any of those questions, this video is for you. My name is Harmony. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips and tricks on how to achieve glowy, healthy looking skin with dry skin. It's taken me a while to find a routine that actually works for me. I think that the most important part about your skin is your base, and your base is your foundation and your skincare. If you have a base that looks cakey and gross, everything that you put on top of it is going to look cakey and gross. So important to have hydrated skin before you apply any makeup to your skin. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the products that I use to prep my skin. I'm going to warn you that it is quite a few products. It's not just like a one and done type thing. This is not an out the door 5-minute makeup. This is, you want your skin to look bomb, so you're going to take the extra time to prep your skin and make sure that your skin looks bomb. I have extremely dry skin all year long. Like, I never ever get oily skin, not even in the hottest months of the summer. I also live in San Diego, so it doesn't really get that hot here, but I don't have oily skin. So I have to apply oils and things like that to my skin in order to keep my skin super hydrated. If you guys are like me and you guys have really dry skin, make sure you guys keep watching so you guys can get these tips. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or if it helped you in any way, and let's just jump right into the look. Alright, so we're gonna start this look off with a completely clean face. So the first thing that I did, which is crucial to having dry skin, is I washed my face. So this is the Soap and Glory Face Soap and Clarity 3-in-1 Daily Detox. Smooths, cleans, and purifies. It has like little beads, and it says it's for all skin types, but like I said, I have very dry skin and this works super well on me. I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant, so I'm super sensitive to smell, but I'm not the biggest fan of the smell. Kind of smells like Windex a little bit, not gonna lie, but I really like the way that it makes my skin feel super clean and soft. I have been wanting to find a good skincare routine that makes my skin look super radiant, especially during the colder months when my skin gets even more dry than it is in the summer, because my skin is dry all year long, unfortunately, but I know that a lot of people get super dry skin in the winter time. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my face with some Fix Plus, and this is just going to add a layer of moisture to my skin before we apply any of the products to it. So you can see that my skin is obviously very wet right now. So I'm just going to fan it off, or you can actually use a fan. And I got this from Walmart, but you can also order them on Amazon. I will link one down below if you're interested. The first product that I'm going to be using is my MAC Comfort Cream. So this is basically a super thick moisturizer. If you have really dry skin, I highly recommend this product. It smells really good, and it seriously just makes your skin feel so soft. So I'm going to apply some of this all over and just massage it into my skin, making sure that I get every single inch of my skin soaked with this product. And you can see that I just added a lot more moisture, but we're not done. We still have a couple more prep products. I know that the prepping process can be kind of annoying, but skincare is so important. So the next product is this oil, and this is the NYX Hydra Touch Oil Primer. This is very similar to the Smashbox Primer Oil, if you guys are familiar with that, except that's $40 and this is $12. So I like this one actually a lot more than that one, because that one is very oily, and to me it's just too much. It almost makes my skin look oily, and I don't want to look oily. I just don't want to look dry. So I feel like this actually hydrates my skin and it soaks into my skin, as opposed to just leaving like a layer of oil on my skin. So I just take a couple of drops of this and apply it on my cheeks, on my forehead, and on my chin, and then just massage it into my skin like I did with the Comfort Cream. So now you can see that my skin definitely looks a lot more hydrated than it did in the beginning, and that's just because we added so much product. So now we're gonna add 2 more prep products before we apply our foundation. This is the MAC Strobe Cream. I recommend to anybody who has super dry skin because this honestly makes your skin glow from within when you apply it to your skin before you do your foundation. And then if you have oily skin in any part of your face, or you just want to kind of add a little bit of primer if you're a primer type of person, this is the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance, and this is in the yellow one. They also have a pink one. They also have a pink one of this. This is a gold one. You can just, they have different shades, so you can pick one that works for your skin tone. So if you want to apply some of this, this will also ensure your makeup lasts longer. So I'm just going to apply one pump of this, just one, so not too much. And then I'm going to apply a squirt of this. And for me, I get super dry around like this area of my face. So I'm gonna focus it there and then just blend out everywhere else. Next step is foundation. And this foundation I have been obsessed with, and ever since I bought it a couple months ago, I've used it every single day, and I have not touched any of my other foundations, which is super rare for me because I'm the type of person that I like to switch up my foundations all the time. And I made a video talking about my top 5 foundations for dry skin, which I still stand behind all of those foundations, but this one, you guys, if you have dry skin, I highly recommend you go out and buy this, or go to Sephora and sample it. It's seriously so good. So this is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Since it is hydrating, I assume that it is geared towards people with dry skin. It just leaves like your skin looking so healthy. God, I love it. And then mine is in the shade 2.22, and then on all of the shades when you're buying it, it says on here, so skin tone light to medium, undertone neutral, olive. So if you know your undertone, or you know what you like, you can just kind of look. It was really easy to pick the shade when I bought it. I got mine from Ulta. I'm just going to apply some of it on my little tray, and I apply 10 to 12 pumps. The pumps are not that much, but I'm going to apply 10 pumps. And that usually is enough to cover my entire face. I like to apply this foundation with a beauty blender or a wet sponge. This is the Equate one that I've talked about in my videos before. It's only $2 from Walmart. Go pick it up. And I like to apply it in sections and just blend this in. And then if I want to add more, I will add more. You can tell that my skin looks super dewy and shiny, but we are going to be adding powder, so don't worry, it's not going to look like this at the end. But I feel like I look super healthy, like my skin looks super healthy and glowy. So the next step is contour. You don't have to cream contour, but personally I've been obsessed with cream contour because I feel like it just looks more natural than just applying a bunch of powder to your face. Like, I try to apply the least amount of powder as possible. So to contour, I've been using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and mine is in the shade Chestnut 425. And so I'm just going to apply some of that to my tray. First, I'm going to do my nose, and I'm taking a Morphe M425 brush, and I'm just going to add some contour to my nose. I've been loving this brush. It's from BH Cosmetics. It doesn't have a name, but it's like a tapered little brush that I have just been obsessed with contouring with. So I'm just going to take some of this on the brush, and I mean a little bit, like not a lot. A little bit goes a long way because it is concealer. And I'm just going to contour with this. I just added some dimension, and it is not super harsh, and we're not adding a bunch of product. I didn't apply the concealer directly to my face because I feel like when I do that, it just looks too much, you know? Like, we want it to look natural. This step I think is so important. So I'm taking concealer that is the same shade as my skin, as my foundation. This is the Morphe concealer in C2.35, and I'm going to apply this under my eyes and just pretty much everywhere that I will conceal. And then taking my sponge, I'm just going to blend this all in. I don't know if you guys are into that whole super highlighted look. Some people aren't, some people are, so you can leave it like this if you're not into that. But if you do want to add a little bit of highlight, you can take a lighter concealer. So I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and this is in 360 Cashmere. This is the same one I use to contour. So I'm just going to take some of this and apply it a little bit to the places where I want to add some highlight. I'm going to take the Morphe banana powder, and this is honestly my favorite setting powder at the moment. I'm going to take some of it on the cap. They also have a bunch of different shades. They have a darker banana powder, they have a translucent powder, which I have, but it's too light for me. So I'm just going to take some of this on the cap, and I'm going to set my under eyes with this. But the trick to not having creases under your eye, I'm going to zoom you guys in real quick. You want to make sure that you really pounce out any of the creases before you actually set it, because if you set it with the crease in it, then it's just going to crease. So make an ugly face and make sure you pounce it really good. With the eyes, you want to make sure that you have no creases. I'm going to take some of this powder and I'm going to just set it. And I'm not really baking, I'm literally just setting it with this powder. And then anywhere else that you applied concealer, since that is all on there, we're not baking, so I'm going to wipe it off right away. I'm taking a Morphe M438 brush, and I'm just going to dust any of the powder that's on my face away. So to contour my nose, I'm going to take my Sigma E40 brush, and I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm just going to contour my nose. See, I really just like snatch my nose. Now to make this look last all day, we are going to just set the bronzer, and I say set because we're not going to be like contouring heavy with bronzer. So I'm taking a Morphe M530 brush, and I'm taking my Morphe bronzer in Debutante, which is one of my favorites, and it's super affordable. So I'm just going to set my cream contour with this. Forehead look a little smaller because, you know, team big forehead, which I used to be like really ashamed of. I used to get bullied for it in middle school, and now I'm like. So now for blush, which I know a lot of people don't really like blush, but I personally do. I think you just have to find the right shade for you. That hella rhyme, that was hella cheesy. Okay, I go through phases with blush, but right now I've been in this NYX blush phase, and this is called Pink the Town, but it's not pink. Like, I don't like pink blushes. I like super apricot-y, peachy, orangey blushes. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take it on my Real Techniques blush brush, which is like a super big fluffy brush. It's dirty, so don't watch that. But I'm just going to take some of this and just apply it on the apples of my cheek and dust it into my bronzer. Honestly, if you have a small face, you probably should go with a different brush, but if you have a big face like me, this brush gosh, it's perfect. So I'm just going to take it and just apply it like that and blend it back. And I feel like it just adds a little bit of color to your face so your face isn't so, you know, flat. My skin honestly looks super good right now. I'm going to do my eyes real quick off camera because that's not a part of this video, and then we're gonna finish off the face. Okay, so the next step is to spray your face, and I'm going to be going back into the MAC Fix Plus. You can use any setting spray that you like, that you're comfortable with. I really like Fix Plus. I think that it's just a really good staple to have in your makeup collection. I'm going to do it very generously, and then I'm going to dry it with my fan. For highlight, we're going to be using the Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Dry Highlighter. I just picked this up last week and I freaking love it. It's such a pretty like gold champagne color. I'm obsessed. And I'm going to use a Morphe M451 brush to apply it. It's my favorite highlighter brush. And oh my gosh, look at that highlight. If you don't like super beamy highlights, you don't have to apply one, but I do. And then to highlight my nose, I'm taking a brush from BH Cosmetics, the little pencil brush, and I'm just going to highlight tip of my nose. I really like that look. If you don't like it, then you don't have to. Just down the bridge of the nose. If you want, you can spray your face again. You don't have to, but I'm going to. Alright guys, so that is the completed makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions about any of the products I use, make sure you guys comment down below so I can answer them for you. I honestly love way that my skin looks when I do my foundation like this and I prep my skin, and honestly this makeup look will last hours and hours and hours. One trick on how to make your foundation last longer too is don't touch your face. I know that that sounds stupid and like obvious, but I realized that I used to go like this a lot. Like I would notice that I would be like that, or just like touching my face, and if you touch your face your makeup will come off. So make sure you're not touching your face throughout the day. And honestly, I never ever touch up my face ever. Like I said, I have very dry skin, so this look is my go-to look when I want my skin to look good. And yes, some of these products are expensive, and also I know that MAC not cruelty free, so I'm sorry if you're one of those people who are cruelty free. Sorry. If you guys want to see any other videos from me, let me know in the comments down below. Also, I was thinking about ordering the Jaclyn Hill highlighters because I want to do a review of them on my channel, so let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, and I will order some of them and let you guys know my thoughts on them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out some of my other videos that I have, and also turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.